Gain and loss, birth and death are in the hands of God. Life is a challenge. Meet it. The life ahead can only be glorious if you learn to live in total harmony with the Lord. Remember, my child, that whoever comes into your life has past connection with you. God permeates all. You may feel lost and alone, but Sai knows exactly where you are, and He has a good plan for your life. The wise are cheerful and content with their lot in life. When you see with your inner eye, then you realize that you are God and not different from Him. Death and life are the manifestations of God's activity. You cannot separate the two. Do not be obsessed by the importance of wealth. Choose friends who will stick to you till the end, through thick and thin. When God takes everything from you and makes you empty, then don't be upset, because God is going to give new life to you. And He will start giving all the things to you. Life is a mosaic of pleasure and pain. Grief is an interval between two moments of joy. The darkness of many years in your life will now disappear. When you believe that everything happens in your life, good or bad, according to the will of God, you will always be satisfied. If you do not want to part with what you have, do not lie and claim that you have nothing, but decline politely, saying that circumstances or your own desires prevent you. Our life is like a block of ice which is melting away every moment. Before it spends itself, devote it to the service of others. What you sow, you reap. What you give, you get. Other people's acts will affect just them. It is only your own deeds that will affect you. Education in human values is designed to prepare everyone for this life of dedicated service. Why fear when I am here? You must be a lotus, unfolding its petals when the sun rises in the sky, unaffected by the slush where it was born or even the water which sustains it. However distant my people may be, I draw them to me just as we pull a bird to us with a string tied to its foot. Whosoever puts their feet in Shirdi soil, their sufferings will forever come to an end. What is our duty? To behave properly. That is enough. There is a wall of separation between oneself and others and between you and me. Destroy this wall. If a devotee is about to fall, I stretch out my hands to support him or her. There shall be no one in the house of my devotee. If formless meditation is difficult, then think of my form just as you see it here. With such meditation, the difference between subject and object is lost and the mind dissolves in unity. Harsh words cannot pierce your body. If anybody speaks ill of you, just continue on unperturbed. All gods are one. There is no difference between a Hindu and a Muslim. Mosque and temple are the same. Those who think that Baba is only in Shirdi have totally failed to know me. The moral law is inexorable, so follow it, observe it, and you will reach your goal. God is the perfection of the moral law. However oppressed and troubled one may be, as soon as he steps into the mosque, he is on the pathway to happiness. I am the slave of those who hunger and thirst after me and treat everything else as unimportant. You see, mysterious is the path of action. Though I do nothing, they hold me responsible for the actions which take place on account of destiny. I am merely its witness. Whatever you do, wherever you may be, always bear this in mind: I am always aware of everything you do. If you seek my advice and help, it shall be given to you at once. He is also most merciful. Neither am I God or the Lord, I am his obedient servant and remember him often. He, who casts aside his egoism, thanks God and trusts him entirely, will have his shackles removed and will thus obtain liberation. Wealth is really a means to work out Dharma. If one uses it merely for personal enjoyment, it is vainly spent. Though I be no more in flesh and blood, I shall ever protect my devotees. I shall be with you the moment you think of me. I shall be ever active and vigorous even after leaving this earthly body. Unless a man discharges satisfactorily and disinterestedly the duties of his life, his mind will not be purified. Not living for food, but living for the sake of an ideal, that is the goal of education. I am ever living to help and guide all who come to me, who surrender to me and who seek refuge in me. To every one of us there must come a time when the whole universe will be found to have been a dream, when we find the soul is infinitely better than its surroundings. It is only a question of time, and time is nothing in the infinite. This joy and this sorrow is due to opinion which is mere illusion and is ruinous. In whatever faith one worships me, even so I render to them. If we see all actions as God's doing, we will be unattached and free from karmic bondage. God is the sole dispenser and protector. Minus always think of him, he will take care of you. Surrender to his feet with body, mind, wealth and speech, and then see what he does. I have to take care of my children day and night and give an account to God of every paisa. You should be blessed when you will renounce all attachments, conquer lust and serve God. Selfless service alone gives the needed strength and courage to awaken the sleeping humanity in one's heart. People abuse their own friends and family, but it is only after performing many meritorious acts that one gets a human birth. Why then come to Shirdi and slander people? To God be the praise. I am but the slave of God. Without God's permission, nothing can be done by me. Hands that serve are holier than lips that pray. Unless egoism and greed is dropped, avarice got rid of, and the mind made desireless, self-realization is not possible. Even a well-read person who is not free from the desire of the fruit of his actions, is useless and cannot get self-realization. Man seeks to change the foods available in nature to suit his tastes, thereby putting an end to the very essence of life contained in them. Our karma is the cause of our happiness and sorrow, therefore put up with whatever comes to you. Man learns through experience, and the spiritual path is full of different kinds of experiences. He will encounter many difficulties and obstacles, and they are the very experiences he needs to encourage and complete the cleansing process.